Hey, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do this quick video today to talk about taking two orders on two different apps at the same time. I'm going to start off by saying this. You don't want to do this if you don't know your area, if you don't know your markets, if you don't know the streets. Yeah, and if you're new, I would not suggest doing that because you can get a contract violation, which could lead you to being deactivated. And we don't want that for you. We don't. So think of that when you decide if you are going to take two orders on two different apps at the same time. I personally have done this 3 times. Every single time my heart beats really fast and I get really nervous. I was about to leave the house and I got this order. And as I normally do, I turn off the other app. Well, I pause it while I'm doing my order. As I went to turn off the other app, I got this order. Now, mind you, this one was a lot better than that first one, but I had already committed to the first one. I'm pretty loyal when it comes to my orders. Once I commit to an order, I'm going to complete it. I'm not going to release it. So I knew that I was going to end up doing that first order, but that second order looked really good. So what I did was I went to that first restaurant and I knew that the order would be ready. And you saw the route. DoorDash was sending me down and then it was coming up a little bit. But I knew that there was another way to get to that customer's house based on taking the highway. Now for that second order, granted, I've never been to that restaurant before, but knowing the type of restaurant that it is, I had a feeling that the order was going to be ready. It's not complicated. The food is not something that's like ridiculously crazy to make. And I knew that there was time between when I received the order and when I actually picked it up. So it was definitely going to be ready. And the customer's house was right around the corner, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to take it. And the highway is right there. So as you remember, with DoorDash, I can either go to route that DoorDash gave me, or I can take the highway, which is the exact same highway that was next to restaurant number 2. So what did I do? I picked up the first order. I drove on the highway towards the customer's house and indirectly restaurant number 2. When I got close to restaurant number 2, that is when I confirmed pickup for the first order. Do not confirm pickup at the first restaurant because then the timer starts for when you're supposed to drop it off. So that was a little cheat that I did where I confirmed pickup as I was making my way to the second restaurant. And I dropped it off at the customer's house and the highway was right there. So I went onto the highway and I was able to deliver the order. I made it before the time that DoorDash told me that I was going to make it. So yay. And I was able to knock out those 2 orders at the same time with 2 different apps. Once again, as I said, this is not something that you would do if you don't know your merchant, if you don't know your area, if you don't know where your customer is, if you don't know the highways. This was later at night, so I knew there was no traffic anywhere. All of the chances were on my side. However, if this was broad daylight and it was a McDonald's with another McDonald's or a McDonald's with the Harveys next to my house, I would not even think about trying this because both of them are completely unreliable. That was a quick video that I wanted to talk about today, how to take 2 orders on 2 different apps at the same time. There's so many different strategies. What I did in this case was I put my phone on airplane mode. I've heard in other videos where they say when you go to airplane mode, the customer doesn't see your GPS tracking, so they don't see where you're going, they don't see the stops that you're making. So I figured might as well try it. However, my GPS for my navigation was still working, so I didn't really understand how the customer wouldn't be able to see my navigation. However, my GPS was still working, but I still tried it just in case. You can decide to leave it on. If it's really following the same route, the customer wouldn't really know that you're stopped to pick up an order or drop off an order. They could think that you're just coming along the way. You might get 1 or 2 customers that would actually look at the app and follow you as you're dropping off their food, but most customers don't do that. Think about when you order yourself. I never look at where the driver is unless it's taken a long time. Then you want to see where the driver is. Other than that, you don't care where he is midway. So let me know in the comments if you ever took 2 deliveries from 2 different apps at the same time? Let me know what your tips are and we could share it with the community. If you've never done it, let me know why. Was it that you're scared and you don't know how it works? Were you looking for different tips on how to actually make it work without getting deactivated? Or do you just decide that you don't want to do it? I would love to know in the comments. So like this video if this was helpful for you, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.